And here we have Harrison Miller making the walk for his debut MMA fight here on XFC 43. He is, of course, training out of Blue Razor MMA right here in Brisbane. So we hear a big crowd pop for him. It sounds like he's got a lot of local support in the building, Craig.
Yeah, mate, what a great nickname, the Nightmare. So he's also, obviously, BJJ, Australian Jiu-Jitsu champion previously and a blue belt currently. He called his training camp intense. So let's see how he's able to put that in the cage. He's also calling for a first round stoppage. What I really like here, though, is Harrison has a 10-centimeter reach advantage. So let's see if he's able to utilize that against his opponent tonight.
And of course, listing a couple XFC veterans as his two coaches, notably Sam Lawson and Eben Cox. So both of those gentlemen have graced the XFC cage and put on some very impressive performances themselves. We can see both of them in the corner here tonight for the Australian Jiu-Jitsu champion, Mr. Harrison Miller.
He's looking pretty calm and collected as well. This is a hard thing, stepping into the cage. You never really know how the nerves are going to hit you. But by the sounds of it, he has the crowd behind him.
And at 18 years of age, he is making the walk here for his first MMA fight. And here we have his opponent, Jacob Brouwer, also 18 years of age. And he, of course, trains out of Renegade MMA, training under David Rangi Thomas. And as we mentioned, a couple of young debutants here, Craig, and both of them look very ready to go. Some mean mugging on both sides of the cage here tonight.
That's right, mate. And I've previously trained at Renegade. They've got a tough group up there. David Rangi Thomas was also trying to get on this card, wasn't able to get a matchup though. But what I'm loving is going to be the style mix-up. Harrison Miller, BJJ versus Jacob with boxing Muay Thai. So we'll see how we go. He's also a purple belt in BJJ, so he's certainly got a skill set. It's interesting to see if Harrison wants to take this to the ground or if he's going to try and keep it standing.
So ladies and gentlemen, fight number 9 this evening is an amateur lightweight bout contested over 3 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 70.2 kilos and trains out of Blue Razor MMA. Tonight, he makes his MMA debut. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Harrison Miller. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 70.55 kilos and trains out of Renegade MMA. Tonight he also makes his MMA debut. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jacob Brouwer. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Nakia Melody.
And you can see the intensity on Harrison's face. These boys are ready to go. He's straight into it. He's cut the cage straight away.
And no surprises here, straight into a clinch, double underhooks, and looking to try and lace one of those legs. So the game plan strikingly obvious here for Harrison Miller. Looking to try and get this thing down on the mat and put those jiu-jitsu credentials to work. As we see a knee attempt there, not landing on the side of Jacob Brouwer. Beautiful
and that's
balance.
Another thing to point out here. We've got a blue belt versus a purple belt. So Jacob's a purple, Harrison's blue. So let's see if he's able to utilize the ground or if it ends up coming back to bite him. But right now he's got great cage pressure. Head control is excellent. So for those who aren't aware, what he's trying to do is basically put the spine off track so that he can't put himself into a dominant position. Excellent cage pressure here so far, and that comes from having great people in your corner with Sam and Eben. Nice little knee there, working himself from a bad position, and he's lacing. Oh!
Beautiful, straight into Mount, but look at that. Great work, regaining one of those legs there from Jacob Brouwer. So into half guard here, we see the underhook. Oh, it looks like the underhook is still maintained there from Harrison Miller, so this will go a long way to trying to keep Jacob Brouwer nice and flat on the mat and limit his offensive opportunities here.
And you can see that Jacob's getting his hips moving. He's not quite an underhook, but he's using the cage to hop up.
Oh, guillotine attempt. That looks tight. We can see the face of Jacob Brouwer grimacing.
And he's got a body lock with his legs hooked in as well.
So we can see the squeeze on Harrison Miller.
He's tapped.
And there it is.
He's tapped.
Wow. First round submission victory in the MMA debut for Harrison Miller.
And the crowd has gone crazy. Doesn't he love it?
So as we see the replay here, we saw a nice hip bump attempt here. Great balance though shown from Jacob Brouwer to stop that. But the eventual takedown came from a nice little leg lace trip there. An outside trip against the cage. Saw some nice defensive work from Jacob, but look at this snatch on the guillotine. Arm in guillotine, beautiful work. Locked it up there, ended up going to the body triangle to get the finish. And the tap came shortly thereafter.
Last couple of strikes to see if he could get out of the position, but that usually is a sign that it's in tight. Great job on two people on debut.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute and 44 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by submission due to a guillotine choke in the blue corner, Harrison Miller. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with our winner, Harrison Miller, getting things done via first round guillotine. Harrison, give me your thoughts on what it was like making your MMA debut here tonight.
Yeah, it's a crazy experience, pretty intense in the locker rooms, but came out here to thank my trainers, Sam, Liam, my dad, Jason, Nico, and Eben, who couldn't make it today. They've all supported me since day one. And everyone here that came out, thanks so much. And kudos to my opponent for coming out. It's a tough job getting in the cage for the first time, so thank you.
Well, of course, that moves you to 1-0, and I believe you're very young. Tell the audience how old you are.
18.
So 18 years of age, making your MMA debut, a finish in round number 1. Was that how you saw things going down?
Yeah, I saw the finish in round 1. Just looking to get the takedown and do what I do best, which is jits. So yeah.
Well, congratulations on a phenomenal debut. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for Harrison Miller.